Episode 1 of Apple Cider Vinegar kicks off with Belle Gibson, who has built an empire around her miraculous recovery from terminal brain cancer. She's an entrepreneur, a wellness guru, and an inspiration to millions who feel let down by conventional medicine. But there's a problem. Her entire story is built on a lie. We first meet Belle as she tells us that doctors don't even know how to categorize her condition anymore. She was supposedly given 6 weeks to live, 4 years ago. Her followers hang on to her every word, believing she has found the key to survival. But when the truth starts to unravel, Belle sits down with her crisis manager Heck to set the record straight, or at least, to shape the narrative in her favor. Heck, clearly skeptical, tries to wrap his head around her motivations, reminding her that she has millions of followers and a reputation in ruins. But Belle insists she only wants to clear up misconceptions. In her mind, she genuinely helped people. Meanwhile, we meet Lucy Guthrie, an ordinary woman whose life turned upside down 1 year ago. Her partner Justin noticed a lump in her breast. Though Lucy brushed it off at first, a doctor's visit confirmed her worst fear. She has metastatic breast cancer. Surgery and chemo follow, leaving her drained and desperate for hope. That's when she stumbled across Belle online. Here's a woman who supposedly has a brain tumor, yet she's glowing, vibrant, and thriving, all without chemotherapy. Belle's app, The Whole Pantry, promised a healthier, more natural way to live. Inspired, Lucy became one of Belle's devoted followers. She even met her at a cafe and got invited to Belle's book launch. But something didn't quite add up. Belle continued preaching the virtues of natural healing, addressing a captivated audience about her mission to cure brain cancer without conventional treatment. But not everyone was buying it. Chanel, a former supporter, listens to Belle's speech with mounting anger. She sends a video of Belle's talk to Milla, another woman with a past connection to Belle. When Chanel asks Milla what she wants to do about Belle, Milla says she wants to destroy her. To understand Milla's fury, we flash back to her past. Young and ambitious, Milla had just landed a dream job at Girlfriend magazine when she was diagnosed with a rare and aggressive soft tissue sarcoma. The doctors pushed for immediate surgery, amputation of a large part of her arm. But Milla wasn't ready to give up so easily. She scoured the internet for alternative treatments and stumbled upon mistletoe therapy, an approach rooted in the teachings of Rudolf Steiner. Her oncologist, Dr. Shio, dismissed it as quackery, but Milla stood her ground. Eventually, they compromised, and she underwent an isolated limb infusion, one powerful dose of chemo targeted directly at the tumor. In the aftermath, Milla struggled with the reality of her situation. She knew the cancer could come back, but she wanted to believe in something beyond traditional medicine. At a support group, she reconnected with Arlo, an old friend who reminded her of life beyond illness. But as much as she wanted to heal in her own way, the cancer had its own plans. Milla continues her battle. She attends an Outsmart cancer retreat, trying to keep hope alive. She runs into Arlo again, who gives her a stone from a river, a small token of magic in an otherwise bleak reality. But Milla is exhausted. She's tired of being good. She's tired of fighting. And she knows what's coming. She admits that the cancer is back, worse than before. The doctors will take her arm next week. She doesn't want it, but she thought she had no other choice. Arlo's support makes her realize that she doesn't need to please her doctor or her parents. She can find another way, one that is right for her. Back in the present, Belle and Heck continue their tense conversation. But first, if you're enjoying this recap, please remember to subscribe to our channel. That really helps us a lot. Back in the present, Belle and Heck continue their tense conversation. Belle argues that the wellness industry should have room for everyone, but when Heck brings up Milla, he makes it clear that Milla's cancer was real. Was Belle's? Belle insists she was diagnosed with stage 4 brain cancer, even offering to send Heck her medical records. But Heck doesn't buy it. He advises her to disappear, change her name, and get a good lawyer. Belle refuses. She wants her company back, her reputation restored. Maybe a reality show? Anything to stay in the spotlight. A flashback to 2010 hints at Belle's early manipulations. She worked at an insurance company while pregnant and already had a habit of bending the truth to her advantage. She returns a blanket without a receipt, weaving a sob story about losing her baby. The clerk gives in. She later calls her mother, who seems distant and uninvolved. This moment gives us a glimpse into Belle's need for attention and validation, which will spiral into something much bigger when Belle learns that lying about illness brings sympathy. She tests the waters, making vague claims about health struggles online. The engagement is immediate. The more extreme her claims, the more people respond. So she takes the leap. She announces she has brain cancer, with only 6 weeks to live. The internet floods her with support. A link to Milla Blake's page appears in her inbox, and Belle is hooked. Cut to Lucy. Inspired by Belle's story, she considers alternative treatment in Mexico. Her doctor warns her, this is serious, she can't mess around. But Lucy is losing faith in conventional medicine. Justin, her partner, tries to ground her, but she's desperate for a different answer. Back in 2014, Chanel moves forward with her plan to expose Belle. She contacts a journalist from The Age. As luck would have it, that journalist knows Justin, Lucy's partner, and they strike up a conversation about Belle. Justin isn't a fan. He sees through her act, and he's very interested in Chanel's story. In the final moments of the episode, Belle sits across from Heck, still trying to twist the truth in her favor. Heck asks her point blank, "When did you first lie about having cancer?" Belle hesitates before flatly denying that she ever did. But we've already seen the truth. This isn't just one lie, it's layers upon layers of deception, each one pulling more people into Belle's web. In the last scene of the episode, Belle sends Milla a friend request, desperate to connect with the woman whose real suffering she has exploited for her own gain. And just like that, the house of cards begins to wobble. And that's it for episode 1 of Apple Cider Vinegar. Please remember to subscribe, and stay tuned for the next recap of another new wonderful show.